is the time. We are sitting still at 36 degrees right here in Fort Dodge. It's a chilly one. We got the sun out, though. It's going to be not too bad of a day. We're expecting a high today of 53. A little bit of wind out there, but that's all right. We'll get through Iowans. We always have much worse. We've dealt with much worse on many occasions. And we will as we get closer and closer to those winter months as well, because that S word actually does show up in our forecast on Sunday. Not a lie. I mean, don't have to worry about it. It's not going to accumulate or anything. It's just the idea that the S word is actually in our forecast. Anyway, we're going to run down that in just a little bit. But it's hard to believe tonight is the last third Thursday Fit Night of the season. I mean, 2020 has been such a crazy year anyway, and then we get into how quickly we're going through it, and we're already at the last one of the season. Joining me on the airwaves of K97, of course, on our audio streams at yourfortdodge.com and on iHeartRadio, and on our Facebook page through our Alpha Fort Dodge video stream. My friend Craig Jarrard from down at Brown Shoe Fit right here in Fort Dodge on South 25th Street. Craig, morning, brother.
Good morning, Darren. How are you?
Oh, man, I'm doing great. I got to be honest now. No offense to your third Thursday Fit Night folks that are coming out tonight that are going to walk or run or whatever it may be they do. I'm loving these cool fall type mornings. I really am. And I know you're a runner. You get out every morning and run. What's that like for you getting out running in 30-degree weather?
Well, it was 37 degrees this morning at 5:15. So it was the first morning that I put running pants on and no shorts.
A little bit on the brisk side, huh?
It was a little chilly. I definitely wear gloves. Carson, my daughter, gives me crap because I wear gloves at 50 degrees. So at 37, I got the insulated gloves out. But I love it. I love this time of the year. I love the crisp mornings and the cooler temperatures. It's actually even better for running, I think.
Well, I can imagine. I mean, not only would your run obviously, get your adrenaline flowing, make you awake and alert, but man, you get that cool air on you. That's gotta be like a slap going, okay, hey man, you're starting the day. Let's do this thing.
It definitely wakes you up quicker when you step out the door and it's in the 30s. But then once you get moving and maybe get that first mile in, it's pretty comfortable and you don't get quite as overheated that way.
Nice. Very nice. Well, I appreciate your dedication, Craig. Even if nobody else does, I appreciate your dedication to your sport. I really do.
Yeah. I run because I love food.
See, but Craig, look at me. I'm the opposite. You're like the after. I'm like the before, right? I mean, I love food, but I don't run. So, again, before me, after you.
It's never too late to start.
Well, you're actually living proof of that because you and I are the same age. So you're my hero, man. You're my role model. You're my inspiration.
I'll take it.
I got to ask you one more thing before we get into third Thursday Fit Night. When it comes to your running now, do you actually get out and run when there's like snow on the ground, or do you have a treadmill at your home, or do you go someplace and work out? How do you do that?
Once the roads and the sidewalks are icy, I do not get out. But when the sidewalks are still clear and dry and there's snow in the air, I don't mind that. I kind of go off of what the footing is and the conditions to be able to get the right footing. I've taken a couple nasty spills and I'm getting too old to worry about that. So yeah, I'll go to the treadmill once I can't feel confident in slipping and sliding around.
Very nice, man. Very nice. Understandably, I mean, ice. You could have an 8-wheel drive, and it isn't going to matter on ice.
Yeah, and I'm usually out there in the dark, and you can't see it, and it's just not good. So I don't mind the temperature being cold, but the underfoot needs to be dry and clear. Absolutely understandable, man.
It's not fun slipping on ice, especially at our age, no matter how good a shape you're in.
No, it's not good. I've taken a couple nasty ones. It's not good.
No, not at all, man. Not at all. Well, brother, I know you're sad about this, but season 7, episode 7, it concludes tonight. I mean, it's the last night for third Thursday Fit Night for the season, and 2020 has been such a crazy year all the way around in so many ways. And you guys with third Thursday Fit Night back in April, you had to adjust it on the fly. So One of those positive things, though, that comes out of this whole COVID pandemic situation we've been under is that you guys, you started doing your first couple of Third Thursday Fit Nights on the virtual side. And now that's just an added piece, so to speak, to the entire experience. So you got that which is a positive thing coming out of it. But man, we're coming to the end of it already tonight.
It's unbelievable when you think about that. And when we were sitting here in April trying to decide how do we not give up on Fit Night and how do we keep it going, and the virtual piece, was created back in late March, early April, and it worked really well. We had a couple hundred people that first month in April that participated in virtual Fit Night. And then when we got back together at the store in June, we decided to just keep virtual a piece of it. And we have had, some of those folks that live out of town that participate now in Fit Night, which is super cool. And now virtual Fit Night, it's just going to be a continued piece. We look at season 8 and we start talking about plans and changes. We're pretty confident going into next season in April, we'll continue virtual right on through. So it's just going to be 8 years from now, it's going to be remember 2020 and when we added virtual Fit Night, and it's just going to be another piece that is definitely a positive. It's definitely just moving in a direction that we can control, because a lot of things we cannot. And I love it. I love just letting more people participate in Fit Night is one of our North Stars and one of the things we want to continue to do. So it's a great thing.
Absolutely is. Now I know before the whole virtual thing, before the COVID situation, you guys were kind of knocking at the door at 300 a couple of times as far as participants. But now that you've literally opened it up to the world via the internet, man, it's not unforeseeable, Craig, that you hit 3,000 one day. I mean, if we keep beating this drum, so to speak, and getting that word out there. And I don't know if we reached this goal yet this year or not for you, Craig, but I still would love to see and have you tell me, hey, we did have some military people send in a video of them working out. God bless our veterans and our active military, but I'd love to hear you contact me or have you contact me and say, hey, guess what? We did have some military people send in a video of their workout for a Third Thursday Fit Night. That'd be awesome, man. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that's definitely one of our goals in the virtual piece. We haven't seen it yet, but we'll keep talking about it. And I appreciate your idea. You brought the idea up when we were live a few months ago, and I love it. And I feel pretty confident it'll happen. It's just a matter of when and how cool that's going to be when it does. And yeah, absolutely. Virtual will definitely help grow the numbers as we keep virtual going and more people get comfortable doing that. We have noticed, though, that as we get Fit Night back at the store, that's really the heart of Fit Night is the community. It is getting people together. I don't see that ever going away. I think people will always have the need to be together and have human interaction. And as cool as the virtual pieces are, there's nothing better than getting together with people. And I don't think that ever will go away in our lifetime for sure. So, but we want to do it safe. We want to do it comfortable. Wear a mask, don't wear a mask. 95% of Fit Night is outside and you can stay pretty spread out. But the main piece is safety and people being comfortable. So if you're not comfortable being around some folks, by all means, you don't have to come to Fit Night. It's not a have to thing. It's a extracurricular. So we just want people to be 100% comfortable, being here, and we're fine with the smaller numbers. We get it. We know that people are, going to stay away, and that's totally okay. We totally get it, because safety and people's health and comfort is first priority. But we are going to do it. We are going to have it. We are going to be safe about it. And, yeah, we were hitting some 300s last season, and now we're back into that 100, 120 range, which is great. I love it. It's still a good number of people.
I would say absolutely, especially for what we're going through as a world, as a society, and as a community. With the COVID situation, if you're still getting over 100 people, that's very impressive. And speaking of being comfortable, Craig, tonight when you begin the whole thing, man, you're going to be at mid-50s with some sunshine. I don't know if you can get one. In my opinion, that to me is like that's maximum comfort right there.
It's going to be a perfect fall night. We're going to have Pat Hogan's bouncy house piece here, or one of his, I think he's got a new one with it's like a little mini fire department. We're going to encourage costumes tonight for our traditional October finale. We got some great sponsors. Elanco is been a fantastic sponsor, and they're here tonight. They'll have a cool little giveaway at the end of the night. Our folks at Pelham's Blue Water Ribbon, they supply the water the whole season for Fit Night. We kind of highlight them tonight in the October one. And folks at Anytime Fitness, are part of Fit Night, and they've been good supporters from day one. And then we got Next Edge Performance, which is a new business in town, right down the street. They'll be here again tonight. So, again, the support from the business community has been overwhelming, and we love having other businesses here, and we can share in the crowd and share in the Fit Night growth together.
Absolutely. Craig, going back to year one, I remember you had good community support for something that you really were just trying to get off the ground. But here we are at season 7, and the community support is just, it's beyond even comprehension. It's so big. You got so much support. You got different community partners every single time you and I talk, and you've got new businesses jumping in. And I mean, it's fantastic to know that this community and even surrounding communities are behind what you've been working hard for and trying to grow for the last 7 years. You're doing an outstanding job with that.
Well, it's cool. Yeah, we love it. We love the ad. I've said from day one, I do not want this to be a Brown Shoe Fit event. I want it to be a community event. And we've gotten businesses from the area also, and Humboldt and Clarion, and so that keeps growing too. And we're very open and welcoming to other businesses. But yeah, it's overwhelming, the support pieces and from the business community of Fit Night. And and we've chatted over the 7 years, and you being there at day one. And some of the dreams of Fit Night's growth. I definitely see Fit Night working in pretty much any community, anywhere. We tagged on Worthington, Minnesota, Atlantic, Iowa, Storm Lake. But I've been talking with the folks out in Colorado, and it sounds like Fort Collins, Colorado is going to come on board next season.
Nice.
Warrensburg, Missouri, Jacksonville, Illinois. So, one of the big dreams with Fit Night is keep adding more communities, which will add more participants, which will get our number of folks participating in Fit Night on a third Thursday and get that number to continue to grow.
Absolutely. And I don't even need to make this statement, Craig, or even ask you, because I know what your answer is going to be, but it's got to make you feel good knowing that this has mushroomed like it has for you in such a positive way. When you're adding that many communities, and you get Fort Collins, that's not a small city by any means. I mean, you're talking some big communities that have really jumped on board with this and are helping this thing grow and spread even further out.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be cool to watch it grow there and watch it start. Watch it start and then watch it grow. And the commitment from the store out there, seems to be pretty strong. Again, it's a commitment on his side to, it's not a one season thing and just do it one time and then you're done with it. It's something that you have to kind of commit to and let it grow. But some of these other owners at the Brown Shoe Fit level, at least, they're pretty excited about it. A lot of those managers have been to Fort Dodge and been around it. And probably one of the biggest things they love is the community business involvement. I mean, it's great having the folks here, that's fantastic, but how the business community jumps on board is pretty cool too. So again, I can't say thank you enough to the people that come, spread the word, and then the business community that's been involved. And we definitely want to keep growing it, and we're very committed to Fit Night, and we 100% will do season 8 and beyond. So can't say thank you.
And beyond is definitely the key. You and I have talked about how you and I are going to be in our 70s or 80s if God allows us to stay that long on this earth. And I'm going to be in a chair and in some home somewhere. You're going to still be out running every morning, but Third Thursday Fit Night is going to carry on. It's going to be around for a long, long time.
It's going to be cool to have the remember when, right? And from season 1 to where we're at today, it's been fun, and it's definitely a passion of mine and my crew, and the crew looks forward to it every month. And so yeah, we love it. We look forward to tonight, and the weather is definitely going to be on our side. And if you can make it, if you want to be here, absolutely. No fitness level does not matter with Fit Night. You come and walk, jog, run, walk 100 yards or run 5 miles. It truthfully does not matter.
Absolutely. And now let's give the details of tonight, Craig, because for people that it might be their first time, great. You can come to the last one of the season, and that's just going to get you all charged for next year. But what time are you all starting tonight, so everybody knows? And of course, South 25th Street, the Brown Shoe Fit parking lot, of course, is where it all begins. And I know you're doing kind of, so to speak, sporadic starts, just to keep that space and that distance going.
Yeah, tonight, if you show up around 5:30, we're starting to get some folks at maybe a little after 5:15. We typically do an official start at 6 o'clock sharp, but folks, have been registering and then just taking off. The route's the same every month. We get up Fifth Avenue, we get up to 32nd Street by Shimcat, and it's always the same route. So folks, we'll just take off, and which is totally fine. And then we wrap up at 7 o'clock. The October one, it's always, I was paying attention the last couple nights. It's not dark at 7, but it's the parking lot lights will definitely be on, and it's starting to kind of get a little darker at 7 now. So safety is always the biggest concern when we're out on the route. There's a little construction up by Applebee's now with some new construction going on where Sears was. We'll probably have some folks up there just to get people through that spot, and just safety is the biggest concern on the route. So, but it's pretty much 5:45 to 7 o'clock. If you want to, it's not drawn out. We keep it very punctual. Everybody's busy. Everybody has stuff going on. So we watch the clock pretty close, and we keep people moving. And so don't think it's going to take up your whole night. And you can pretty much call it supper while you're here, because Tropical Smoothie brings in wraps and smoothies. You can have enough to eat where you don't have to go home and cook anything tonight. So that's always a bonus. And as always, there's no cost. So you just show up, get your walk in, have some Tropical Smoothie, and then have a shot at winning some pretty cool prizes at right around 7 o'clock.
Absolutely. And again, not only kudos to every business involved, and of course to you at Brown Shoe Fit, but also to Corey and David at Tropical Smoothie Cafe. I mean, they've been kind of your refreshment and food contributor and sponsor for a long time now. And dude, probably better than I do, because you get to have it every third Thursday Fit Night, how incredibly good they are. Man, their wraps and their smoothies, there just is nothing better.
Yeah, it's probably a couple times a week for myself and my family. You just count on it, because it's going to be fantastic tasting, and it's fast, and it's healthy. And yeah, again, can't say thank you enough to Corey and Dave for their Fit Night support. They've been supporters from the get-go, from the minute they bought that place. We've been chatting, and they're great supporters of Fit Night and Fort Dodge people. They're just great people. And if you have not tried Tropical Smoothie, it's a must. You have to go there and try.
Oh yeah, it should be a state, if not a federal law, that you have to have Tropical Smoothie at least at a minimum once a month. I mean, at a minimum, it's so good.
Absolutely, I agree completely.
There we are, man. Hey, now on the virtual side, as we wrap up here, if people can't make it to South 25th Street tonight at the Brown Shoe Fit parking lot, how do people submit their video of their workout online on the virtual side so they can be a part of it too?
Yeah, the virtual post on our Facebook page, it's Browns FD is our Facebook page, and then find the registration post, and then within that post, place your comment and add your picture, add your video, whatever you're doing today, and just give us a little heads up that you've worked out, and we've had several already in this morning, whether they're out walking or they've been to the gym, and it's super simple. So Facebook page, Browns FD, find the registration post, and then just place a comment inside that post, and then we'll track it. We'll go live at 7:00 when we do the drawings. We'll have a cool prize for the virtual folks that participated today. And then just have that post in by 6:30 so we can get it put together for 7:00. And if you're on Facebook today, even if you aren't participating, check it out, because there's always some pretty cool videos and some pretty unique things that people are doing. From down at the Coliseum on a 5:15 workout to the rec center spin class to whatever, anything you're doing to be active. We just want to see it and hear about it.
There you go, man. Well, Craig, I want to say congratulations to you because you were the man who spearheaded this whole thing 7 years ago and got it going. And I know you didn't, as you said earlier, you didn't want it to be just a Brown Shoe Fit thing, but that's where it all began. And let's give credit where credit is due. You were the one who just began this whole thing. So on the completion of 7 seasons, congratulations on that, man. And I know it may seem a little far off right now because we got the rest of the fall to go through and the traditional, typical long Iowa winter. But season 8, man, it's right there on the horizon. It's not as far as we think.
You know how time goes. Time is one of the craziest things. I don't know if that's an age thing or just for everybody, but time is so weird, man. I can't even believe it's season 7 wrapping up. We definitely will hit season 8 in April, and we'll be working hard on it in January, February, and so stop in, call, text, email, anything, any ideas, anything. If you want to be involved with Fit Night, let me know. It's definitely going to be an ongoing piece of this community.
Without a doubt. And you're right, man. Time, especially at no offense to you, but our age, it slips by so unbelievably. It's just almost impossible to describe how fast it goes. I once had somebody say to me back in high school that once you graduate, you're going to be amazed how fast time goes. And dude, it's been 30 plus years since we graduated high school. I mean, where did it go? Where did it go?
I know. I can't even believe it. Cole, our son's 27 and Carson's 24, and that's almost seems impossible because I still think I'm 27 some days. I don't know.
You look 27. I like to think I'm 27, but I'm reminded that no, I'm more like 87. So anyway,
I hear you. Hey,
brother, you have a great night tonight, and of course, you and I will talk many times before next Thursday Fit Night season next year. But again, congratulations on season 7, and keep up the great work down on South 25th Street. With of course Brown Shoe Fit. And the store next door, so to speak, man, that was supposed to be a 30-day gig is turned into a long-term commitment. I love it. Every time I drive by your place and I see the sign up for the store, I think that's awesome, man. That is just way awesome.
Yeah, the Brown Sale Rack store. It's going to stick around too. We're working on a lease. We're working on a remodel for first quarter next year, and yeah, it's been our 30-day experiment is going to turn into a long-term deal. I hope so. Thank you for that, Darren. I appreciate all your support, and you guys do a ton for us getting the word out. And it's been, we couldn't do it without you. So thank you.
Totally our pleasure, Craig. Thank you for letting us be a part of it, man, from day one as well. We appreciate that greatly. Brother, you have a great night tonight, and we'll look forward to talking to you again very, very soon, my man.
All right. Thank you, Darren.
Thanks, Craig. Our good friend Craig Jarrard, again, from Brown Shoe Fit in Fort Dodge. And, boy,